All right, this Keys to the Grind, man, and we back. And today is the first interview back, and we got Kobe Ransom. What's going on, Cody?
Man, coolin', bro.
On
Coolin',
me.
man. Happy to be here, man.
Yeah, thanks
Yeah.
for coming on me. And right now we on Greenwood in Cody's studio. He told us to come through, and you know this is such a beautiful thing, bro. Like, just tell us a little bit about what you got going on Greenwood.
So what we do here is we have a photography studio. We do podcasting, videos. We have video games in here. My recording equipment is in here. So this is where I record my music. And we also teach young people to do it. So it's really a skill. Okay. So we teach them how to shoot videos, how to edit podcasts, how to do all that. So now if they ever wanted to jump into any of this, instead of coming and paying us, it's like, man, you could just use it. You know what I'm saying? As long as they staying out of trouble, keeping their grades up.
So they can pull up on Greenwood and use the equipment.
Yep.
Hey, that's amazing.
And so
bro.
we got everything from, of course, cell phone cameras, and we got some movie cameras in there too. So we got stuff that's from a couple $100 all the way up to $15,000 equipment. So they can actually see what it's like to use it, and then we teach them how to do all of it. So
yeah, that's what's up. And when you walk in here, like the vibe, everything is like, it's real Greenwood. On me. And I've been watching you for a while, bro. Like, do your thing on Greenwood, bro. How did you get introduced to Greenwood?
Man, my granny. So I'm a Cheyenne baby, man. So I grew up over there in Brady Heights. So my grandma used to talk about this stuff all the time, but to me, it just felt like that was for old folks. Like they ain't had nothing to do with us. You know what I mean? But once I started realizing how much of it I didn't know, I was like low key offended. Like, people from out of state knew so much about Black Wall Street, and I'm like, bro, I used to.
And we live here.
Bro, we live here. I ran down these streets all the time, and I'm like, bro, how we don't know? You know what I'm saying? And then I started seeing just, I went through my stage of being a knucklehead, doing all that, but when I started seeing, like, man, if these kids really knew that people come here from all over the world to see your house, to see your home, like, and they intrigued by small stuff, bro, like, the Gap Band starting right across the street, little stuff like that. And it's like, man, if they knew that stuff, I don't think I know I wouldn't have went the pathway I went early. I'd have been a little more online and on par. So that's what got me into it, man. And then I'm the youngest historian down here. So, and I'm 37.
And you doing big things, bro. Like, like, honestly, I see you everywhere. And you giving tours out here, you know your history, you know what I'm saying? And like, how did you learn so much about Black Wall Street? You just doing research?
Yeah, so just talking to old people, bro. Like, that's what I started off doing. And from there, I went to the Museum of Tulsa History. I went to the Fieldbrook. I went to TU. So a lot of people don't know, like, the TU library used to have all the documents from what happened during the massacre. So they hid them there for decades.
Wow, and I never knew that.
Yeah, they were stashed right in there, bro. There's video of the massacre where you can see what it actually looked like. The building's on fire, like people walking around, like you can see all of that. So I started doing that, but I only started researching it because I thought my grandma and them was lying. Yeah. Because they was talking about all these different businesses and how big it was. And I'm like, the only Greenwood we knew is that one street. Yes. And so when I realized Greenwood was 36 city blocks, I'm like, oh.
The whole district.
Whole district. So now I'm like, okay. So that's when I started really getting into it. And yeah, bro, but it was the game is actually
the
rapper.
Okay.
Like, so he had started a group called the Black Wall Street DJs. And I remember, like, my uncle's generation was like pissed. Like, man, what is it? Like, they not Black Wall Street. And so then I'm like, what y'all so mad for? It's just a name, like, and they like, no, like, we the original Black Wall Street. He taking our stuff. But then I didn't realize the founder of Greenwood, he moved to LA when he left. So it's a very good chance that the areas they grew up in is probably where he ended up. So it's like that name just ended up out there too. So that's when I started doing the research, bro, and I started seeing tourists. I'm like, I ain't never seen nobody say, I'm going on vacation to Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh, me. And you know, bro, like, one thing I want to say, like, a lot of people can sit here and like talk about, Black Wall Street, on the corner, you know what I'm saying? But like, you are actually really like embedded in the Black Wall Street community, bro. And how did you like get embedded in the community? I know you're right here, you know what I'm saying? But it's a difference between just talking about it and actually being, bro, we on Greenwood right now in bro's studio. Like, that enough says alone, like, you know what I'm saying?
So I really, bro, I was of service first. Like 2020, right before COVID, I had quit my job. I came down here, was just sitting on the benches right on Greenwood and Archer. And then this older cat, we call him Papa, but Bobby Eaton Sr., he 92 now. He pulled up and he was just like, man, what you doing sitting there? And I was like, I don't know. Like, something just told me come down here and sit down. So that's what I'm doing. And so he literally parked his car and he was just standing there crying. And I'm like, what's up? And he was just like, man, I ain't never seen young people like just want to come down here and just sit here. He was like, that's what we used to do when I was a kid. But he was like, Greenwood's always just been Juneteenth, it's booming. Then after that, it's dead again. So he was like, the fact that there's some younger people just sitting here, he was like, man, I'm willing to bet you're not gonna be here tomorrow. I was like, man, I'm gonna be here tomorrow. So I sat down here every day, and he would literally drive down here every day to see if we was there. So it's me and my partner Paige. Yeah. We would just sit right on those benches, and after a while, tourists would come. He's like, man, why don't you talk to them, teach them what you know? And so I started walking around with them, and then every business that was on the block back then, like I volunteered over there. Oh, man. And then I did tours for 2 years for free. Oh, man. So I would just tell the tourists, man, as long as you shop with somebody black, I'll teach you everything you want to know. Oh, like, I won't charge you nothing. So they go to the T-shirt shop. They go back when Wanda J's was here. They would go to them. Oh, man. And so after that, like, all of the businesses just kind of knew, like, he going to help bring people down here. And so, yeah, that's how I got in. And then on this side, I had a coffee shop over here with my business partner, Guy Troop. And that was just another spot. So if you came into the coffee shop and you needed something, if we could do it, we helped. You know what I mean? So we let people do free events in there. If you was working with kids, just showing love, because like that's what this place was built off of.
Man,
you know
bro, and like it's beautiful, bro. Mm-hmm. Like just hearing this is beautiful, and just being down here, bro, it just give you a good feeling, bro. Yeah. And like a lot of people, bro, don't understand Greenwood. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just yap Black Wall Street. What's one of the biggest misconceptions that you see that people make about Greenwood, you know what I'm saying, that you know, that you want to, like, that's not really just what's going on down here?
I'll say the biggest one is the fact that the massacre in 1921 ain't what destroyed it. Okay. So, like, we think that it's 100 years ago, they killed everybody, they burned everything down.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, so they actually completely rebuilt it, and it was larger the second time.
In 1921.
So they started rebuilding in 1922. So the first building right across from us, that's the Williams building, it was rebuilt in 1922. Less than 8 months after the massacre was over, they had already finished one building. So that whole part of the block was redone in 5 years. So the wealthiest time in Black Wall Street's history is actually 1941. So it's 20 years after it was burned, it was at its wealthiest point. Wow. So, but like a lot of people, man.
Bro, I never heard that.
Yeah, that's why we had those buildings. Those are the buildings they rebuilt. So this is what it looked like all the way down to the center of the universe. So that's Archer in Boston. Yeah. That was the border. So Moulton Hospital, that came after the massacre. That was 1925.
That's right by the wall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that came later. So that's the second generation of it. So it was actually larger. So you had Madam C.J. Walker had a beauty parlor down here. The first black man to get a license to sell Coca-Cola. He started over there. Yeah. And that was 1945. So the end of the Great Depression, so the rest of America is broke. That was the wealthiest time for black folks here. So
1941.
1941. So how they destroyed Greenwood actually is that highway. They started a highway project in 1958. My mama was born in 66. Yeah. So she was like, nah, before, you know, when she was born and growing up, she was like, Greenwood still had, the baseball stadium used to be houses and businesses. Like, so it was businesses and homes all through here until the 60s. And then that's what actually wiped us out. And then we became integrated right after that. So they tore down all the black options and then made us integrate to all white options. So that integration concept, you gotta think, bro, they had a Waffle House down here. But it was, the Waffle House from here came in 1909. The Waffle Houses we know now didn't start till 1953. So they had Waffle Houses before it even existed, bro. So like I think that's probably the biggest misconception. So when people do business down here, my philosophy is like, bro, if we ain't working together, you need to leave. Oh, man. Like, you shouldn't be doing business on Greenwood by yourself. Like, so whether it's the T-shirt shop, I volunteered, worked in there. I helped him make shirts when he had big orders. I did the same with Frios. I did it with Wanda J's. Like, And it was just to show them, like, bro, we ain't no reason.
It ain't about the money.
Yeah, and ain't no reason for us to ever compete.
And if everybody had that same mindset and same attitude, bro, like we would be a unit, you know? And like, what do you got to say, bro, to the people about, you know, just being a unit?
Man, that's the way you supposed to work. You know, it's an old proverb my granny used to say all the time, which was, when two grasshoppers fight, it's only joy to the crow. And so what she meant was, like, if me and you fighting right now, it's somebody watching that's finna take advantage of both of us because we not paying attention. So we so worried about, like, the conflict, we don't see, you know, that crow gonna eat both of us. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna pick which grasshopper lose.
Gonna eat both of us.
It's gonna eat both of us. And so it's realizing that as a unit, the last time black people were successful in America is when we were a unit. The moment we broke up. Like, I actually wear this pen because of it, so it got a bee on it. Okay. And my granny would always say, like, black people, our communities used to be like bees. She said, but all of a sudden we learned to be flies, and once we became flies, that's when we lost everything. So she would say, like, you ain't never seen a fly anywhere near a beehive. Like, bees don't allow it.
Period.
So the bee know, like, if you hurt one bee, it's a whole hive of bees that are
coming at you.
They willing to die. You know what I'm saying? Versus if you hurt a fly,
it's over.
Nothing happens. So a fly spends its entire life thinking about itself. Flies don't have, like, family that look out for them. They don't feed their own kids. None of that. Whereas a bee takes care of its own. You know what I'm saying? So that's what these people were. So if you hurt one person in Greenwood, everybody knew it. You know what I'm saying? So it's little stuff like that, you know, I sit down here and just wish, like, I could have seen it when it was going and at its peak. And then learning, bro, like, we had over 50 all black towns in Oklahoma.
Yeah. So and that's bro, like, yes.
Yeah, that's wild to think about, bro. Like, Oklahoma at the time period was like over 50% black.
Because they wanted all the natives and all the black people. They wanted this to be like an indigenous state.
Yes, sir. For real. Yes, sir. And then you start to see that our history ties to all these other areas. Like, you ever been to New Orleans?
No, I haven't.
So, like, New Orleans during Mardi Gras, they had like this Black Indian festival. Well, those are the Seminole Indians that was forced out of Florida. Their first stop was New Orleans. Yeah. And then from New Orleans, they came to Oklahoma. Yeah. So Florida State Seminole, they wear maroon jerseys. The name of free black people in Seminole territory are called Maroons. Yeah. So it's like little stuff like that you start to see that black people all over the country kind of had it was a template everybody built off of. And then
everybody was affected by what was going on here because of that oil and everything. Like, I'm Native American, bro. I'm a Cherokee. And like, when I was in the pen, bro, they passed that law, McGirt versus Oklahoma. Yeah. And it basically said that everybody who was in northeastern Oklahoma, you couldn't be convicted of a crime by state police because they never had jurisdiction in that land. You know what I'm saying? So it was a real big thing. Everybody was getting out of prison and everything. So like, this state has so much history, bro, that a lot of people just really don't know about. And how I got introduced to Greenwood was Coach Clyde Hill. On me, shout out Coach Clyde. I remember we played, bro, in a tournament, bro. I forgot where we was coming from, but Coach Clyde just talked to us the whole way about Greenwood. That's the first time I ever heard about it. And I went home to my mama, bro, and I started asking her about it. And ever since then, bro, I've been up on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, shout out Coach Clyde for that.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the power. It's the power of athletics, bro. Like, we really do get kids when they at this impressionable age. They were like, if we teach them, like, look, bro, like, not only did they have it, you need to know it. You need to know how they did it, and you need to be working on doing it again. So imagine if you go to the league after learning that from Coach Clyde. You go to the league, you get $200 million contract. Imagine the way your brain think on what you should do with that, because you know
what's going on.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what's been built like that before. But then you look at all these NBA players, NFL players, they don't know this stuff.
Nah, they don't.
So they don't know we ever did it. So they don't know that they have a blueprint on how you do it. The person who started it, he bought 40 acres of land. So that side is Cherokee. This side is Creek. Yeah. So when he bought on the Cherokee side is O.W. Gurley. So he bought 40 acres on that side. And that's how he started. But he would only sell it to black folks. So as the businesses came up, he made money. But he was also like, oh, you got a business idea? I got a building.
Let's do it.
Like, let's do it.
Oh,
and so he wouldn't even charge rent in some of his buildings. If you didn't, he only charged rent if you made a profit.
Yeah.
So if you broke even, he ain't take nothing.
Oh,
you know, so just thinking like those of us that are successful, like, do we reach back and say like, hey man, here's an opportunity for you to be able to, you know, like you play AAU ball, I play AAU ball, like it wasn't a money grab back then.
Nah, it wasn't.
You know
it was a money give.
It was a money give. Like your coaches spent money.
And sometimes like, and it's certain programs now that's still a money give. Like it's still like every program is not sponsored and all of that, but you got coaches that overcharge to, you know, make money, but at the same time it's just like, and I ain't even gonna say make money to where they don't have to spend their own money.
Yeah.
And if you're not spending your own money, you really don't care about it.
Nah, because there's something about like, I got to play for free back then.
Oh, me
because the coaches was telling my mama it didn't cost. You know, and now that I'm coaching, I'm like, nah, it costs. You know what I'm saying? But they knew we wasn't in a situation to be able to pay that. But they didn't want us to miss out. You know what I'm saying? They wanted us to get the exposure, being able to go to Vegas and being able to go to St. Louis. Like we wasn't going these places without hooping. You know, and so you start to see that like Black Wall Street used to do that for people too. So like they used to even close all the businesses at 5 o'clock on Fridays so that the Booker T band could march up Greenwood, and then all the business owners would follow them up to the football stadium and watch Booker T play that Friday night.
Bro, that's so like, that'll be dope.
Like a little practice like that to where it's just like, but back then we would have all went to Booker T. So we all went to Booker T, we all went to Carver. So like Greenwood had its educational system was different.
Yeah.
You had Dunbar, which was the elementary, Carver was your middle school, Booker T is your high school, so Langston was your college.
What was Booker T called before it was Booker T?
I don't know.
And it's funny, my uncle Byron told me it's called I'm gonna put it up. I can't remember the name, but I'm gonna put it up on. It's called like Charles S. something.
Okay.
Listen on me, bro.
I have seen. I didn't know. Okay,
my uncle Byron played with well, he went to school with Wayman Tisdale at Booker T in that era.
Okay.
And he was like the last students before Booker T really opened, or something like that. And he was just giving me a history lesson.
Okay, so that's the historic. That's the old building. So the original. Did you know the original Booker T was in Greenwood?
And I think he was telling me that.
So it was right next to Mount Zion Church.
Yeah.
So May 31st is when the massacre starts, but that was their prom night.
Yeah.
So they were preparing for prom, and the massacre starts next door. So the guy who ran it, E.W. Woods, he came here from Memphis.
Yeah.
And he was the principal of that. But like, people don't know, like Black Wall Street got its concept from Memphis. So Beale Street is where we got the concept for this.
Oh, man.
So that's why Dr. King was at the Lorraine Motel when he got killed. It's right off Beale Street.
Oh, man.
So it's like, the connection of all of them is crazy, but the fact that if you think about it, we got the only HBCU on this side of Mississippi, right? So you would have had elementary, middle school, high school, and college, all black, all in Oklahoma.
And they don't want that.
Nah, because what we were showing in Greenwood was if we would have ever integrate, these people didn't have to. Like when you think about it,
because we didn't need them. We had all the skills, we had all the tools, we had everything because we was the workers. And we knew how to build, we knew how to do everything.
Yeah, like everything from denim jeans, bro. Denim jeans used to be called slave cloths. They were created for slaves to wear, you know what I mean? Like they taught Levi how to make jeans.
Yeah.
So they're literally dyed with indigo, which comes from West Africa and India. So like it's little stuff like that. And then my grandma would always say, like, she was like, you know, I ain't wearing no clothes that had a logo on it until the 60s. She was like, cause the lady on the block, she made the dresses. So you didn't need a logo. You
just
knew
pull up and get a dress.
You knew about looking at it like, oh, that's her stuff. You know what I mean? Like it was a dude down here that made tissue. So they just tell you like they didn't need to leave ever. You know what I'm saying? Like my granny used to take us to Bowley to get our meat. Cause she was like, nah, I buy half a cow and then I bring it home and everybody in the neighborhood bought beef from her. But she was getting fresh beef from Bowley.
And you know half a cow, you got a lot of meat.
You got over 100, it was like 130 pounds of ground beef, steaks, you got it all. Like, so when you think about it, like black people we used to do all of that. And so there's I'm gonna send it to you. It's a video called The Secret to Selling the Negro. It was like a training module to teach white businesses how to sell to black folks. And it came out in the 50s. right as they was building those highways.
Yeah.
So it was teaching white businesses like, look, we gonna integrate. So
this is what you need to do to sell to these niggas.
Yep. And then they knew that, guess what? Like, once they got our dollar and they took away our option, they could raise the prices all they want. So we can't go nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you got to remember, if you had a black grocery store and then you got, let's say, Walmart. If Walmart meat too high, you got another option. But if Walmart is it,
nigga, you got to buy that meat.
You stuck.
On me. You know? So I just want to, you just brought up like how black education, we would have had a pipeline of schools pretty much. Like now, you work in the education system.
Yeah.
With why do you think that Oklahoma, bro, is last in education?
Because I think Oklahoma is number one of the youngest states. I think
what do you mean when you say the youngest state?
So we're the 48th state. We didn't become a state until 1907, right?
Okay.
So then you say New York is another example. New York been there since the 1600s, right? So things that New York went through in the 1700s, 1800s,
we going through now.
Because we still in that stubborn young kid mind of like, nah, we got it. I don't need no help. I could do it my way. And then so what we do in Oklahoma is we hide Oklahoma history. Whereas like you go to New York got the whole history of New York on display for anybody to see. We so far behind because we won't teach Oklahoma history correctly.
Oh man.
Because we don't want people to know like how messed up of a state we were, bro. Like how many
they trying to hide it.
How many black and native, man, you remember the old it's Legacy now, but the old Cherokee Elementary School in Turley.
Yeah.
So
right by Warehouse Market.
Yeah, so bro, it was a big massacre of Cherokee Indians out there back in the late 1800s. So it's just like right where that school is. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like the fact that we don't
talk about
we don't know that stuff. You know, you got we learn about the 5 civilized tribes. So like my family is Creek and Cherokee too.
Yeah.
But we learn about them, but we don't learn that, bro, it's over 50 tribes in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And they all got pushed
here.
And
they all got pushed here, but they only recognize 5.
Yep. So the 5 civilized were called the 5 civilized because number one, they enslaved black people too.
Yeah.
They fought with the Confederacy during the Civil War to keep their slaves. They agreed to give up their religions. They had to give up their nomadic ways. They had to form constitutions and build towns instead of being who they were. So those were the tribes that the U.S. government were able to force into treaties to recognize. But the ones who wouldn't do it, they were never called civilized. So they were all uncivilized because of it. So it's just like, so when we get to Oklahoma, that's that educational system that black people had in Greenwood, it got split up because the moment we had to integrate schools, they start firing a lot of the black teachers.
Yeah.
So as those black teachers were going into white schools, they get fired.
Because they didn't want them to teach what,
And so then they start pivoting into other careers. So eventually we weren't in the education system. Now too, kids nowadays don't want to read.
On me.
They just don't. So, and it's because like, bro, the same way we was learning, we shouldn't be teaching the same way.
On me.
You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't have social media to the extent that they had. We didn't have these types of distractions, bro. Like, I know you remember your teachers telling you, bro, that you gotta learn this math because you it's not like you're gonna have a calculator in your pocket.
Yeah. Oh my God, I got a phone.
I got a calculator in my pocket.
At all times.
Yeah, so why are we not teaching the kids like how to work with technology instead of letting technology just do everything?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They can't write because they do everything on a computer.
Yeah.
They can't read because it'll read to me.
I ain't gotta read it.
I can
just watch this and be zoned out for 6 hours.
Yeah. So could you imagine if your ancestors was looking at us like, bro, we died so that y'all could read.
And y'all don't even want to read.
And now you won't. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I think our education system, and it's a money grab there too. Because when you look at the high end, it's like, man, administrators is making 6 figures easy. And then you looking at the school teachers like, man, if you getting paid $35,000, maybe $40,000 a year, you got 27 kids in this classroom.
Come on, man.
And then each kid.
I wouldn't even do that.
Come on,
I would feel disrespectful, bro. Listen,
crazy.
Bro, I went to college for 4 years to make $40,000 a year. Hey, man.
Bro.
Listen, I want to say this on camera. Y'all educators, man, we love y'all because we need y'all on me. And that, like, man, that is crazy, bro. Like, we need our new governor to come in November and raise at least to $80,000.
Yep.
$80,000 is a respectable amount for a teacher. 75, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all need raises. Definitely.
Yeah, they need raises, and then, you know, they need us to support them.
On me.
So like as a coach, it's just like I can't just come in there, coach basketball and leave. It's like nah, like I'm teaching them math through the statistics.
On me.
Like we looking at the stats. Hey bro, you was 1 for 4. What's the percentage? I don't know. All right, well this is the formula to figure it out. Like how do you think we come up with that? Because they need to be involved in that, you know. But then also like that's really the only males that's in the building is the coaches. So it's just like we can't just come in when they in trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like with our kids, bro. Like I used to tell my kids, mama, like don't just tell me when they get in trouble. Like
let me know keep
everything.
me informed.
Yeah, because if I come in and my job is only to be the disciplinarian,
that makes me the villain.
And they not rocking with me. So anything I'm trying to tell them, they don't want to hear that. Like you just here to whoop me and punish me. So when I go to these schools, bro, like it's school and AAU. Like if we was to pop up to an AAU tournament this weekend, it's gonna be mamas all through there.
Yes, no dads.
No dads.
Yes.
So if it's like that in AAU, and then you go to a school ball game, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just like, hey, bro, like these kids is acting out because of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like us just showing up every once in a while and being like, hey, look, who the ones that's getting in trouble the most in elementary? I want to catch them then. Yeah. When they get to high school, bro, it ain't nothing I could really tell you. You know, you've been doing this for 12 years now. You like, hey, bro, yeah, I hear you, but whatever. So it's like the teachers need support. Like PTA meetings ain't popping like they used to be. Like my mama didn't miss one. Like she didn't miss a back to school night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's not the same no more.
It ain't, bro. Like,
everybody want to be virtual and you know, and like I really don't like the how you got to get on the app to see the grades and everything. I really want to talk to the teachers because it really lets you know what's going on because the app ain't gonna really tell you.
Nah, and too, like they used to group us based on like our skill level. So you had like if you was in this class, you was advanced. But now a lot of these kids that are advanced are in the same classes as the kid who can't read. So if you the teacher, it's like it's a requirement to teach grade level material.
And you want us to be at the same level, and you slowing this student down who can be a genius, and he's like,
and too, they can get in trouble if they don't teach grade level material. So let's say you read on the 8th grade level, you in 6th grade, but I read on the 3rd grade level and I'm in 6th grade. The teacher can't give me third grade material. They have to give me 6th grade material. And it's like, but I can't read that.
I can't read
So now the chances of me, I literally had a kid one time that told me like, Mr. Ransom, just go ahead and suspend me. I'm not reading that out loud. I can't read. He was like, and you're not finna embarrass me in front of everybody. So I'd rather get suspended. Like, go and send me home. So it's just.
And what did they do, bro?
Like, they actually ended up putting him in ISS. So because he refused to do the work in class, and I'm like, man, I can't leave you in here because you distracting the ones who really trying.
Want to do it.
But I did advocate for him. Like, nah, don't send him home. Send him to ISS, and then on my playing periods, I'm gonna come down there and read with him. So I just asked him, give me a list of your favorite songs. So I printed out the lyrics to all them songs, and I just went in there. I'm like, bro, we finna rap it. Like, you finna learn how to read by making a song. Like, you finna read your favorite rap lyrics. And so after he started, he liked it. So now it's like, Mr. Ransom, I printed out this and I was reading that. So I just showed him how to record it. So he started making audio books for himself. So it's really just, some of them don't get it.
Gotta give us something that they like.
Exactly. And when we lean in, it's like basketball, bro. Like, none of us love running sprints. You know what I'm saying?
But we love showing out when it's game time.
Yep. So we knew like, okay, let me get to the sprint so we can get to the scrimmage at the end of practice. If we we hit these free throws, bro, we done running and we can pay pickup.
Yeah.
So it's just like, all right, let me do this to get to this. And once these kids get that, it changes everything. But Oklahoma too, a lot of people don't realize, like, we got Oklahoma City, we got Tulsa, like Muskogee, BA, all of that. But the majority of Oklahoma is like rural Oklahoma. So it's just like,
it is, other than three cities.
3 cities, that's it. So when they say we so far behind in education, we also factoring in areas that.
But I'm gonna say this though, bro. Like, it's not Oklahoma as a whole. Well, it is Oklahoma as a whole, but TPS too is like
terrible. We terrible.
But it is Oklahoma as a whole. But what I'm gonna say is, like, I kind of feel like, bro, it's the governors.
Oh yeah.
Because if we was in office and this was a problem when we was lasting, we would do something about it if we really cared. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm gonna keep saying that, bro. The governor is being elected in November. And this is a big election because like when I look at it, Brad Henry, then you got what's her name? Mary Fallon.
Mary Fallon, yeah.
She was terrible, bro.
Yeah.
And Stint wasn't really much better.
Nope.
So this is what I'm saying, bro. If we elect somebody like that, bro, we're gonna be last in the world. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the beauty. I'm glad you mentioned that, bro, because I literally, like, I'm a big advocate for people voting specifically local and state level. You know what I'm saying? When you get to presidential elections and stuff like that, I do think you should vote, but I also can understand people who say
it ain't gonna affect me.
Yeah, but when it's like stuff like that, and the good thing about it is, bro, the fact that people don't know what the role of these people are.
Yeah.
So even though some people who vote, they don't know what a city councilor is supposed to do. So to me, it should be mandatory in Oklahoma. If you governor, then the whole time you governor, you should stop at every high school in your entire state.
Yeah.
At least once a year.
Yeah.
Because same with us, like our city councilors, there's no reason our city councilors shouldn't go to every school in their district at least once a year.
Oh man, I never met one.
You know what I'm saying?
Coming in like in school, I never met a city councilman or never really know. And still to this day, bro, I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I'm the smartest person in the world, bro. I still don't know what half of them people do.
Yeah. And so a lot of times we think that things that are out of our control or we can't fix that. It's like, nah, these people work for us. Like they are our voices inside of the state capitol or the city buildings.
And they represent Oklahoma. And they're gonna be making the policies. They're gonna tell you if you can buy candy bars with food stamps. Little stuff like that that really affect you. If a different governor was in office, you would still be able to go to buy some Gatorade with the food stamps. You can't even do that no more. So be careful on who you vote for.
Yeah, so it's like doing the research on what do these people actually do, you know, and so can I get a hold of my elected official? You know what I mean? So imagine this, bro, like if your kids don't know what they want to eat today, you make the decision based on how you feeling.
On me.
So it's the same with politicians. If the people that I'm supposed to be taking input from ain't said nothing,
I'm gonna do what I want to do.
I'm gonna do what I want to do.
And I don't care.
Now imagine if we told you something and you went and did the opposite. Oh yeah, you finna get voted out. We ain't rocking with you no more. And because they want to be reelected, it's like, let me do what my constituents say to do.
And Oklahoma, bro, is such a state that like the people, bro, just are so they kind of passive, bro. Because when I say that, it's like Stint, he did 2 terms.
Yep.
So look, the first term he didn't do shit, and then we elect him again. That's called passive.
Yep.
Like,
and we didn't like him. And we knew we didn't like him.
On me. And I remember he was going back and forth with the Cherokee Nation and all this shit. And they had the shit going on with the casinos and shit. And bro, like,
but he's supposed to be a Cherokee.
And he didn't, bro, of course he's supposed to be a Cherokee, bro. Everybody want to use the benefits when it's convenient for them. Like, and that's just what it is. That's what it boils down to, man. Stint is the type of person that is gonna do whatever benefits him.
Yeah, and when you really take a look at it, you see that like the tribe, the stuff that happens with the tribe, a lot of it is influenced by people who are not active. So I seen a statistic that said that Oklahoma was less than 23% indigenous, Native American, right?
Less than 23%.
Less than 23%, right? But it also said almost 30% of the drivers, people with a driver's license, are Native American.
Less than 23%?
Less than 23% of the population somehow is Native, but almost 30% of the drivers
got
are Native.
Indian tags.
So why would they get Indian tags? Well, before the last council election, city and state couldn't give you no ticket because you had a Cherokee plate.
Yeah.
So when they pulled you over, they had to contact the light horseman for them to come.
Yeah.
Right? Or they had to let you go. Well, now TPD can give you a ticket now.
Mm-hmm. So also they did it that way whenever
the McGirt.
Yeah, okay.
So then also, you know, you don't pay tolls in Oklahoma.
Yes, we do now.
You do now.
Yes.
You
we do now, bro.
So when it's like, why would the tribes themselves vote against their own interests? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would if the tribe was getting 100% of the ticket revenue from pulling you over, why would they negotiate for 50% to split it with the city? Well, you start to see that people who's supposed to be Native American, they're not Native American when we do the census. So when the census come to your house and you have to check if you white, black, green, or purple.
They checking white. And we checking African American.
And we checking African American, and some of us check both.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And so it's like, if you don't check both on the census, you really shouldn't be getting the benefits. Because like you said, it's when it's time to vote for for tribal council, when it's time to go to the meetings, we ain't there.
We ain't there.
You know what I'm saying? So that representation gets changed, bro. I was literally just looking at, so you got Mark Wayne Mullen. He's like, I think Department of Homeland Security now. He white, but he's classified as a Cherokee too. So 50 years from now, when they teach the history of what who the tribes are and what the tribes look like, Stitt and Mullen are gonna be the two we use. Cause Stitt was the first Cherokee to become a governor. Mark Wayne Mullen was the first Department of Homeland Security chief. But when you look at that and you see that, like, this ain't a Native American.
It's a white man. This is a white man.
But
he's a $5 Indian.
Yep, that's what they call it. So the fact that, like, Oklahoma history is changing. And did you know, like, it's illegal to teach Black history in Oklahoma? You can't teach it. Like, so they banned a lot of books.
That happened since Stitt has been in office. Yep. Yes.
So like, it's illegal. They took as literally a list. It's the banned book list.
Wild Cage Bird Sings is on there. I seen the list.
The autobiography of Frederick Douglass.
Yeah.
And it's just like, so there's a generation of kids that have never even heard that.
Yes.
That never hear those names. They'll never see any of that. And a teacher can be fired and lose their teaching license for teaching out of that.
And that happened.
Yep.
That happened.
But then imagine this. You know, they teach a class about Tupac at Harvard.
And
so you can teach about Tupac at Harvard.
But you can't
teach about Frederick Douglass in Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And there's, I think, 11 other states that ban Black history at the same time. So Florida, I believe Mississippi might be in there too. So it's just like all over the country, it's really a reset.
They want to hide that. They want to hide that history, bro, because like in the year 25 years, 30 years from now, bro, like it's not gonna be that many of us left.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of young people, bro, they just so infatuated with bullshit.
Yeah, that's why, man. That's why I've been watching your content, bro. Like, and I show my players. You know what I'm saying? Because some of them, I'm like, bro, you headed to prison. Like, you can hoop, like you hoop your ass off, but the route you taking, you going to prison, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so let me show you some videos of what it's like, because when it was one of them when you said, like, bro, in here, like, you ain't got no choice. You gotta fight.
Yes, off the
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm telling him, like, you tough now, but when you put in a situation where you gotta do that, like, if you looking at this and you glorifying it because that's what you infatuated with. But it's just like, bro, like, the potential you got to stay out here and do something. And then I'm also like, bro, you got a mama that care about you.
Yeah.
Like, you got a lot
of all of that, bro, comes into encounter when God makes his decision. And everything is wrote what you gonna do. But at the same time, like, if you got people that care about you and you shunning them and you burning bridges, like, eventually, man, you gonna end up in a place where you don't want to be.
Yep.
You know.
And it's really just because I honestly believe that if Black people knew Black history, bro, we'd never act the way we do. Like, bro, you heard of Madam C.J. Walker before.
Yes.
Bro, she had a beauty parlor right on that side of the street.
Me.
So it's like, nobody told me that in school. If they'd have taught, when we learned about Madam C.J. Walker, if they were
we thought she was in Harlem or
like
wherever. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you don't think she was here. You know what I'm saying? So then when it's just like, wait, I can walk over to the location of where her beauty parlor used to be. Like, it's right under the highway.
It should be a Madam C.J. Walker beauty college here, and you know what I'm saying, like stuff like that.
Exactly, man. So but we don't have them. I literally just had a tour group today. We had to go to the Museum of Tulsa History, right? And the only history it has about Black Wall Street is the fact that it was destroyed. That was it. So I'm asking the dude who owned it, like, who run it, and I'm like, hey, bro, like, y'all ain't got nothing about the fact that they built it. You don't have anything about the rebuild. All you got is Black death and destruction in here. So it's like, so that's the Museum of Tulsa History. But I'm also like, you know what? We ain't forcing these people to tell our stories correctly, and then we not telling it. You know, we shouldn't be allowing. That's one thing that's one of the reasons I started doing tours. It was a white lady who used to do tours down here, and I went to her and I told her, I said, respectfully, ma'am, I understand you study history, you all that. I said, but you can't do tours down here.
Period.
I said, because, like, as a Black person, me listening to that tour from you, you know, like, moments where you say we or I, that we or I don't apply to me.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my we and I is different.
Yes.
I was like, also, there's too many people from here that do what you do. So what you should be doing is finding somebody black, and they should be doing
pouring into to the community.
I said,
instead of lining your pockets.
Yeah, and I said, now if y'all want to do business together, that's totally fine. If you sending people to them and you say, hey man, let me keep 10%.
No man.
Cool. But what you can't do is, because when you
be
walk
the face of Greenwood,
you can't. And it's like the fact that you don't feel bad at all.
Oh,
I said, now do you think that a descendant of a Nazi would ever do tours of the Holocaust? Like the Jews would be like
no,
you don't get to do that. Period. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to us though, it's treated differently. But part of it is we don't have no ask. We're not asking for nothing. It's the same with Stitt. It's like Stitt could legitimately say, hey man, what did the black community ask me for that I didn't do? And because we didn't ask for nothing, it's like
and the only thing that I like, bro, I don't want nothing in particular, but it's a problem when we're first in incarceration and we're last in education. Like that is a problem.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's all. I'll fix that.
Yeah. And so that's why I say like collectively we can't let you be the one that's doing that by yourself or pushing that. It's like, nah, bro, like to me, the moment you're exposed to information is the moment it's your responsibility. If I didn't know about it before, I can't be faulted for what I didn't know about. But the moment I'm introduced to it, it's like, all right, well then if I see one brother who making that push, I'm pushing with you then. What we doing? What we on? Because that's the way, that's the way we are, just as people. You know what I'm saying? And even the tribes, like the tribes are that way too. So it's just like the fact that all of a sudden we get into this individualism and we think that like, oh no, this is my argument, my fight. It's like, nah,
it's all of ours.
These kids belong to all of us. Because when I look at, I got 3 kids, but I'm also like, your kid gonna encounter my kid.
And when we on Greenwood, what all of these kids do is gonna affect all of us, just like we seen. You know what I'm saying?
And what people didn't realize, man, I had talked to one of the kids that was, my daughter saw the whole thing. A couple of the youngsters I knew had it on video. And the fact that number one, some of these kids kept that video. That tell you how desensitized they are.
Because it's all over the internet.
To watching it, right? But when I talked to one of them, he said, like, man, he said, I'm going to be honest with you. He was like, Coach, you know how many times we walked up and down this street and not one adult said something? Nobody said hi. Nobody asked how you doing. He's like, everybody act like they scared of us. So he was like, you almost feel invisible to where it's like, if I do something,
now you gonna see me.
Yeah, y'all didn't see me, I'm gonna make you see me. You had that. And then the other thing is I was sitting in here when it happened. My daughter had just left, her brother was getting ready to leave. And when the gunshots went off, I go outside, right? And when I go outside, my daughter finally, she called me and told me like, hey, nah, me and my brother at the car, we already gone, we good. But then I watched all these women run out of the cigar bar next door. And as I'm watching the women run out there, I'm thinking to myself, like, why ain't no men went outside? So the women went to check and see if that's their baby. They running into, they don't know if it's still gunshots or whatever. They going to check on their baby. And what I saw was like, I saw a few old, like, y'all was gangsters when I was growing up. They just like, man, these youngsters crazy. They tripping. I'm like, they need you to be out there. You know what I'm saying? Because you, like, we did inherit some of this from y'all. You know what I'm saying? And so as we inherit,
shit was crazy.
Yeah, and two, I just started thinking to myself, bro, like, imagine, imagine if there was a group of black men walking down this street during Juneteenth and these kids saw them and they talking to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you done been in trouble before, you kind of know what it looked like when it's like, okay, he on some bullshit. So just going up to him like, hey, bro, this ain't it.
This ain't what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just something like that is enough to make them at least think about it.
And bro, that's why, like, I'm glad that you doing this, bro, because you're young, you ain't old and washed up, bro. So when these young men look at you, they respect you and they like, man, he kind of look like me. And that's one of the biggest reasons why I created this channel, bro, is so we can put our own narrative out. I don't want, like, I'm tired of, it's so easy to do this. It's like, I can put my own story out. Just like you said, as far as Greenwood, we got to put our own story out.
And too, bro, that's why I watch your stuff, man. Cause like I've seen, I know some people came out of, did time, but like they either preachers or like they so far removed from just the culture in general that it don't relate to the kids. But bro, it's something different about somebody being able to talk to you about what you're going through and then get out there and hoop with you.
Oh, man.
And not just be out there bullshitting, like can actually hoop.
Your shit.
Yeah, like so then it's just like, oh, okay, like it registered. Because you know, I know when I was growing up, some of the biggest gangsters I knew played football and basketball.
Yeah.
So it's like if you can get them with basketball, football, and music, now they like, okay, I can rock with buddy.
And bro, like the older generation that I was looking up to, that was just the sports stars and shit, like they was still caught up in you know, gang banging and shit like that. And now that we're older, you know what I'm saying? Like now we're putting it back out like, man, this ain't the way to go. And bro, like the same people that I'm talking about, bro, done affected so many people in positive ways. And, you know, but we didn't make it. But at the same time, like God, bro, it ain't all about money, bro. I feel like I made it, bro.
Yeah.
Like because, bro, I got a good job. Yeah. I'm home. I'm healthy. You know what I'm saying, bro? I got kids. My kids is healthy. I'm in their life. I feel like I made it,
bro. You did, and I'm gonna tell you how I know you did, bro. Because when you came home, I know you did a training camp at the which
where was we at the Reed? Was we at Reed? We was at Reed.
You
and
did
we was at
Reed, and then maybe
no,
Red
I
Shield.
I did.
What was that one?
The Dream Center.
Dream Center. That's what I'm thinking of. And bro, like my players was hitting me up. Like, hey, you know, coach, you know who this is? And I'm like, I know who that is. Yeah. Like, I'm like, y'all go to Central. His name on the wall.
And it's
like,
not on the wall
you know
because, bro, I got robbed out of that. Yes.
Well, originally, like.
I got, bro, this is what it was, bro. I was short on credits and they didn't know if I was going to try to come back to Central.
Okay.
Or, so I, and I didn't have enough stats, bro. Even though I was player of the year and all that shit, like, I only played 1 year. So I just feel like, it was other people more deserving of.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So they didn't give me All-State.
But we all knew.
I deserved that shit though, bro.
You did, bro. Like, cause it ain't like when I talked to Highshaw. Like Highshaw, of course, was before you. But when I talked to Bo, you know what I'm saying? They all like, hey, nah, like Central alumni. You know what I'm saying? And then of course I knew Glaze. So like, like so.
And that's bro. This is who I came up under. Like me and Glaze, bro, at the time. Nigga, I go pick Glaze up. Nigga, we been in traffic all day, and it was just. Like, I was a young nigga, but it was just like, nigga, this is Glaze, Central legend. You know what I'm saying? So whatever we was doing, bro,
we with it, bro. Traffic, like, bro. And so it's something different about like seeing that. And too, like when I first started working with Eli, like I looked at the stuff Eli would say. Like I'm one of those people. Like I like to listen to the words people use when they describe somebody.
Yeah.
And when I would watch just Eli's body language, even facial expressions, if he talked about Corey Frazier, like he looked like, bro, he was proud as hell. You know what I'm saying? And that told me,
and that means a lot.
You know what I'm saying? That told me a lot. So even when he was cutting up, it was still like when he mentioned Corey Frazier, like he brightened up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, he don't do that with everybody. And just, you know, because I got to spend time with him on the road, you know what I'm saying? So I'm taking him out of town and all that. And on the road, Eli always sat in the front.
On me.
And Eli would, if I mentioned something, Eli would be like, yeah. My Uncle Corey told me that. My Uncle Corey was telling me if I do this. Yeah. So I'm sitting there and I'm telling him, I'm like, all right, well then, like, did you call your uncle? I would literally tell him, did you call your uncle today? Nah, I ain't called. I'm like, why not? Because all this stuff you telling me, like, do he know? You know what I'm saying? Because... And to him, he literally said, man, every kid who go to his camp feel like that. Every kid that work out with him know, like, he gonna push him. Like, he care about him, he gonna push him. Oh, I was like, yeah, but you assuming that all of those kids have told him that before. I was like, I made those mistakes when I played with Coach Walker, when I played with Coach Pierce, Coach Johnson. I was like, and then Coach Johnson, he died, you know what I'm saying? What? Not too long after I got out of school.
Listen to me, bro. I gotta say this on camera, bro. Like, seeing what Skip got, like seeing Skip right now, bro, it's just it's sad, bro. It is. And like I ain't got nothing but love for that whole family. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like I just hope bro shake back, bro, on God.
Me too, cause like it's like I lost my daddy when I was a baby. So like that effect, I didn't feel it as much as people who had one in their life. Like I couldn't imagine like having access to him through high school, all of that, and then boom, it's just gone. You know what I'm saying? And then you also watch as a coach, man, when your parent is a coach, they pour into so many kids.
Yeah.
That sometimes you can feel like,
and you get lost in the
hoop.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And so like when I look at Skip, I'm like, Skip was a star to me.
Bro,
you know
he
what I'm
went
saying?
D1 straight out of high school.
And was young. Like he was younger than, my
but
generation.
Then they held him back though.
Yep.
You know, because he went to Carver, bro, and then they held him back that 8th grade, and he went to Nimitz.
Yep.
And we was all at Nimitz. Me, Bowie, Skip, bro. We had some niggas over there.
Yeah, watching him now, it does feel like that. But it's, to me, that's a result of people not having the opportunity to say what they really feel. Cause like my mama used to always tell me this, like the people who cry the most at funerals are the ones who had something to say and never said it. She was like, if you feel like you said everything you could to that person, you good. It's those ones who regret not taking those moments. And so when I look at that, it was, when I started watching your stuff, like I see people who are trying to glorify the streets. And it's just like, man, if you gonna glorify the streets, man, keep it to yourself.
On me.
Because like you ain't successful.
And I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like some of the stories I tell, like, it's not pretty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, it is what it is. Life ain't pretty all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I sometimes where I get on there and tell a story, but it be a meaning and a purpose. But at the same time, bro, it might end with somebody, losing their life, because that's what happened.
Yeah.
And like, you need to be aware that whenever you step into them, whatever you stepping into, you got a chance to lose your life or go to jail, or, you know what I'm saying, if you're not doing the right thing.
Yeah, and kids, like, we need to hear that to remind us, you know what I'm saying? Because again, like, we do listen to songs that make
killing
seem
gang,
so easy
and all that stuff sound cool.
And it's like, nah, like, let's hear about them dreams they have when they done doing that.
For real,
because
bro.
Everybody I knew when I was growing up that had ever taken a life, they all locked up or dead.
And I'm gonna say this, and everybody that I know that's locked up wish they was home.
Yep.
Every single person in jail right now wish they was home. So if that's the case, if you gonna go to jail and then wish you was home, why not just stay home? You know what I'm saying? That's my biggest thing. When I came home from prison, I'm like, man, all I wished for 8.5 years is to be home. So why would I get out of jail and jeopardize my freedom? You don't know how it feels to put your life in a white person's hands. Yeah. And they can tell you, you're gonna spend the next 30 years in this box. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I don't wanna ever put my life in that position again.
Nah, and it's because one of the biggest things I learned from just watching your content, talking to other people I know that got locked up, is they said when they went to prison, they said, I learned how to respond to disrespect in a manner that won't trick me off. Because he was like, in there, if you respond to everything that happened, you finna spend a whole lot of time responding. You know what I mean? And then it can result in you losing your life.
Bro, I used to, like, if it would be certain niggas that I knew didn't like me, but would never say nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, and I promise, bro, it was a point in time where it was a couple of niggas I knew that didn't like me, but would never say nothing. And I'm about to go to the minimum. I'm selling, I got tobacco I'm selling, you know what I'm saying? I'm making money. So, like, bro, this is my mindset. Nigga, I walk by them niggas and they'd be looking at me. And nigga, I just say in my head, like, nigga, as long as them niggas don't say nothing, nigga, I'm gonna keep it pushing.
Yeah.
And that's what I had to do. But I could have been like, nigga, what you niggas looking at?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they didn't have the nuts to nigga
say whatever.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you just gotta let stuff ride. And pride, man, be the biggest killer for us sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's been so many times, like, even since I've been home, I had to learn how to swallow my pride.
Oh yeah.
And that, like, it will keep you humble and it will keep you home on me.
Yeah, I mean, we hoop, bro. Like, and like, hooping with young ones, like, we don't throw the bitch word around a lot, but they do. And so, like, when we was up at the gathering place, like, I go up there, even when I'm just riding my bike, I stop up there, but I'm literally there to make sure, like, okay, they not tripping.
On me.
Because I'm like, look, I'm gonna get to y'all and talk to y'all before the police come over here.
On me.
Now, if y'all want to keep going after I didn't talk to y'all, I don't want to hear I didn't know. Like, but also, like, I don't always hoop because there's certain groups. I'm like, nah, when I hoop with them, it's a whole lot of bitch this, bitch that. And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to put myself in no position to even get in an argument with y'all. But what they don't understand, but what it is though, they do appreciate it. Because when they start cutting up and arguing and stuff like that, all I gotta do is go over there like, hey, bro, like, come on, man. And then it's like, you right, coach, you right, I'm tripping. But I'm like, okay, so you gotta figure out a way for that to be in your head if I ain't here.
On me.
Because these other dudes, they gonna hype you up because they wanna get the fight on video. They wanna be able to share it. And even as grown men, like, we sharing stuff just to go viral.
On me.
We ain't looking at like the content of it, bro. I'm not sharing a video of some kids fighting.
Yes.
I'm right here recording it. Like, nah, bro. Like, if I ain't finna break it up, I'm leaving.
On me.
So when I seen the kids fighting at Woodland Hills,
and as an adult, that's where your mind should be at.
You should be.
You should be I'm gonna break it up or I'm leaving.
I'm gone because
I would never, bro, pull out my phone and record no kids fighting, bro. I would never even think about doing that,
bro. Like, and so when I seen
maybe some grown niggas, I'ma record.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
gonna keep it 100.
If y'all been going at it and we knew it, especially because like if they my age or older, I know like this altercation really stopped here.
And I ain't gonna lie, bro, real quick. I ain't never pulled out cause if when it get to cracking, you never know what's going. So I'm not the recording type of nigga. So I've never been a recording fight. Yeah, but
and too, I'm one of them that like, what happened after this? So if he decide he finna get busy after he get, you know what I'm saying?
What if somebody pull up?
And I'm there. So like, I had a kid tell me this one time because I was at the school, was after school. It was a kid from another school that was talking crazy to him. And he just said, he was like, Coach, I ain't gonna fight him. I'm leaving it alone. And I'm like, why? He said, number one, I know I'm gonna win. He was like, so it's a waste of time. Number two, there's too many camera phones out there. Mm-hmm. He said, and if I beat him up on camera, the fact that he gonna have to relive that fight, you know what I'm saying, 100,000 times.
It'll never be over.
He was like, man, that embarrassment to be why he take my life. Like, it's not him losing the fight. It's that everybody know now. And everybody pulling it up or they bringing it up and everybody got a copy of it. So he was like, I ain't gonna do him like that because I don't know what he gonna do to me because of it. And so the fact that this kid could think like that, I said, man, you a leader. You need to be talking to these other cats. So you need to go talk to him eventually. Like, hey, bro, you do know.
And bro, when you talked about my nephew, man, and what hurt about that, bro, is just like, whenever you pour into people and you know you telling them all the right stuff, but they're not listening, you know what I'm saying? But my mama always said, like, y'all gonna get a dose of y'all own medicine with your own kids, you know what I'm saying? And like now that I'm raising kids, it's just like wow, she was right, you know what I'm saying? And bro, this like when he left, bro, we went to the TU game, you know what I'm saying, and did everything we were supposed to do, and it's just like you still not grasping what I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? But as parents, I told my mama this, that don't make us bad parents because our kids aren't listening.
Nah, it's only like bad parenting is you not telling them. Like, but once you present, you know, the evidence for, you know what I'm saying?
And you give them the resources to be successful.
It's on them, you know? And that's why I was constant, because I used to make him do that with his daddy too. I'm like, Eli, call your daddy.
On me.
And he's like, we good, coach. Like, he know I'm out here. He know, I'm like, yeah, he know you good, but you was just sitting here talking highly of him. You know what I'm saying? Because Eli was one of the only players on my team that had a daddy.
Oh man.
So when the other
brother
players
did so much for Eli.
So when the other players is mentioning like not having that, and he like, oh nah, my daddy. Like they used to ask, like next time you see him, ask him. PJ used to call him Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
He was always Will Smith.
Pull up to that big old house.
Cause he's like, man, you got a big old house, like y'all nice Jeeps, and so PJ used to be like,
what are you doing?
Why you? He was like, man, look, I hoop, cause like to me, this my way out. This all I got. He said, bro, you know, if you never hooped again, you'll still be successful, bro.
Oh man.
So he's like, the fact that that's not clicking. And so when Eli was with us, that was the main thing. I always paired PJ with Eli.
Yeah.
Every time we did workouts, any of that, because I was just like, and he'd say, man,
because he got the potential, bro, to be as good as any player.
And he got the mental, like when he's on.
Yes, he's gonna hoop,
bro. And when we got, it was a tournament we had in Florida. He went with us to Florida.
Oh man, I remember.
And PJ was the best player on the team.
Yeah.
We got to a game where PJ went to him second half, halftime. He was like, hey, bro, we don't win this game if you ain't the best player on the floor.
Oh, man.
PJ was like, man, second half, bro, I'm giving you the rock.
Oh, man.
Like, don't give it back. He was like, if you give it back to me, I'm going to punch your ass in the mouth. Like, don't give it back to me. Because he was like, you got to match up this game, but he was like, oh, they don't have an answer for you. And when it clicked, I mean,
he just started eating.
It went off. And after the game, like, that's why I say after the game, the first thing he said was like, bro, like, me and my Uncle Corey was working on that. Like, we've been doing that. And so that's why I'm like, bro, call your uncle then. Like, you gotta understand that, like, when you, my mama taught me that when I think about people, you call them. Or you text them, you reach out right then. Because there's a reason God put it on your brain. That out of all the people you know.
And sometimes, bro, like, whenever, like, you just, he messing up and stuff, and then, like, you just thinking, like, man, I'm doing this for nothing. Because I really felt like that. You know what I'm saying? So I backed up. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you got to do that. So to make sure that that's what they want to do.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to force you to do this, but if you do want to do this, I want to guide you in the best way and show you what works.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I told, that's what I told your brother too. Like, I told him, I don't care where Eli hoop. I don't care who he hoop for. Like, if Eli ever, and he hit me up on Instagram, coach, I'm getting frustrated with this. Coach, like, he would only talk to me about basketball. And I would tell Eli, like, bro, I got your back when it comes to hoop. But if it's something else you need to talk about, just say it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I would also tell him, look, bro, you have something that a lot of these kids don't have.
For real, know what I'm saying? A whole support system.
You got a whole support system that fully supports you, not and not just because it's hoop. I was like, it don't matter what you apply yourself to. But I was like, man, you also a little bit younger than the rest of them. So I was like, you looking at their lives and thinking you missing out on something. I'm like, they looking at you and knowing they missing out on something. So I was like, I can guarantee you right now, 9 out of 10 of them will trade places with you like that. And if you recognize that, so when he, you know what I'm saying, when he got to Addis, even when he was at Booker T, I'm just like, hey, bro, ain't no reason you shouldn't be killing on varsity right now, except for the mental part.
And we we had it set up, you know what I'm saying? And like, I'm just hope that he comes home, because he's still, bro, he taller than me now, bro. Like, so like he still got 2 years left, so we'll just see what he gonna do. So did you you did the AAU thing? Are you doing the AAU thing this summer?
Yep. Okay,
I'm still doing it. What's going on with that?
Yeah, so what I do now is PJ plays. He's on the Puma circuit, so so a lot of my players are playing with.
Is it the We Are One? Are y'all?
I still got We Are One. So what we do is I do live periods and recruit looks only.
Okay.
So that I just told them, like, any tournament we do, you finna be in front of some coaches. Like, I wasn't finna pay to get on the Puma circuit, because I'm like, some of the players.
How much was that?
Man, it was over $1,200.
$1,200 to get it, and then you got to pay for each tournament.
So you get a discount at each tournament, but it's $1,200 to buy your way in.
Okay.
But it's a lot of teams that really shouldn't be on the Puma circuit.
That's
they just
on
paying.
There. Yeah.
And my program, we don't charge. Yeah. So we fundraise everything where I pay.
And bro,
for
this is the thing. If you don't have the players that's gonna go and just really shake some shit up, like, you kind of wasting your time. If you got one player that's gonna go shake some shit up, he can go play with another team and still go shake shit up.
And that's what we do. So like like this past weekend, I was out of town. So like PJ, he'll go play on the Puma circuit.
Who he playing with on the Puma circuit?
He was playing with it was called Roots. They're from here. But they got players from here, Midwest City, Oklahoma City. So he go do that. And then Christian and Cameron, they over with GTH. So what we do is anytime they're off, and there's a recruit look or a live period, I'm like, look, now we finna go play this. And so it's just a way to, number one, they're already playing with people that, they paying into it. So I'm like, I'm not, it ain't no money grab. We ain't taking your money. It's just like, hey, bro,
we trying to get better.
We just trying to get better and get you, those of y'all who ready for looks.
Yeah, and get you some looks.
Get you in front of some people. But I'm like, we're not doing tournaments just
to be doing them.
Just to be doing them. Like, bro, because Eli used to laugh at it because he'd hear me arguing with PJ, because PJ be like, man, you supposed to be helping me get to the league. And it's like, nah, my job ain't to get you to the league. My job is to get you to college. Like, when you get to college, that's when his job is to get you to the league, if that's where y'all headed. My job is to make sure every last one of y'all got a scholarship to hoop.
Yep.
That's it. I was like, so I don't care about the NBA.
And that's the biggest thing. Like, if it's a good chance that I'm gonna be coming into coaching next year. Yeah. And my biggest thing, bro, like, I want the kids to be better. But at the same time, man, I want to build relationships with all the junior college coaches, you know what I'm saying? All of the NAIA coaches, you know what I'm saying? Coaches at different levels, just so you can pick up the phone and get this kid a tryout.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have no connections and you can't get a kid somewhere,
that it ain't. But that was the beauty of it is, you know, knowing coaches at OSU and then UCA and all this. It's like, but the main thing I'm telling them is like, these coaches recruit character.
Yeah.
Like, you can hoop
on me,
but you're an asshole.
Yeah.
So they looking at it like, hey, I'm not taking a 5'9" asshole.
No.
I'm just not. Like, so I'm like, bro, if you was 6'8",
maybe.
And
now it's so like character, bro. That's character can take you places that sports can't.
No.
You can walk up to somebody and be kind and polite, and you never know who you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So that's important, man. Character, that's one of the big, that's why 50-50 basketball camp. 50% character, 50% sports, man.
I love that. Cause you know, and that's the beauty of it is like, I remember, like I said, even with Eli, when, you know what I'm saying, when he first started cutting up, when he came home, like Eli, he hit me on Instagram and he was like, Coach, I was tripping. And he just kind of mapped it all out for me. And I was like, all right, so like, what'd you learn from it? Yeah. And he literally said, I'm still processing that. And so that's why, you know what I'm saying, when I found out he finna go out for a minute, you know, it was, he lived, the last time I talked to him, he literally said, man, I messed up. I ain't gonna be able to hoop with you. I said, Eli, I don't care about that.
And bro, I'm gonna just say this, bro, like, I talk to my brother about this all the time. Like, when me coming up as a kid, bro, it was always a pattern. Hoop for a little bit, get in trouble, can't finish the season. Hoop for a little bit, get in trouble, can't finish the season. So I'll be watching Eli and watching different kids and you know what I'm saying, and trying to prevent them from that. So even though he's going through rocky places, I'm like, nah, bro, let him still play. Let him still. I'm advocating for him to play because sometimes, bro, we only try our hardest to get on the court or to get on the field, bro. Nobody likes school. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it, but some of us are more gifted, and Eli's smart.
Yes.
That's one thing. If he apply himself, like, but it's like, why are you applying yourself? Like, so I can make it on this court on Tuesdays and Fridays or whatever. You know, so
that's why I think that, like, I do think he gets it. It's just, you know, sometimes we look outward trying to find something we don't think we have until, like, you get that mirror back on you to show you, like, you really do got it. Because, bro, it's no lie, bro. The way he talked about, you know, you and his daddy, it was just like, bro, I do not understand how you could get in trouble if you feel that way. And so I would always tell him, though, like, he was the one that wanted to hang with me.
Yeah.
So the other boys, you know, they gonna go in the living room, get on 2K, they gonna chop it up. Eli literally come up there like, Coach, what you working on? Like, well, you know, I'm doing numbers for my coffee shop. Can you show me how to do that? So like he was, you know, and so when we would ride, Eli would pick the music. And I'm like, yeah, like, are you listening to J. Cole? Like, I listen to J. Cole. So like, I would just tell him, like, man, you just got to get in the habit of telling people when you think about them.
Yeah.
And then in moments where you're thinking about yourself, think about them too. So I was like, when you think when you're thinking to yourself, like, I'm tired of this, I'm tired of that, think about what you just told me about your uncle. Think about what you just told me about your daddy. And so pick one of them to call and be like, hey, Uncle Corey, like, this the way I'm feeling right now. I was like, because if you don't, you're going to make a decision. You don't think it's a big deal. You're not realizing that it is, you know. And so that's why I've always, you know, to me, it was, I saw the way you worked with him and I saw it in him. So it was just like, to me, I knew, like, it's a phase for him now.
And bro, it's a phase. And I went through a phase, and like, the best thing, man, is experience. You know, I can sit here and just tell you, like, yeah, you need to be doing this, but if I ain't never really been through it, you know, and I see Eli going through a lot of the same stuff I went through, and bro, like, that's why instead of letting him just continue to mess up, he had to go to a boarding school.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Go and make up your credits, come back, do the right thing. But what I wanted to say is, like, for me, like, doing the wrong thing, bro, was just like second nature. Yeah. So I had to develop, I had to practice doing the right thing. Yeah. I had to practice. And once I practiced so much, it became second nature that, man, if it's not right, I don't want to do it because I know what it's going to lead to. So that's what I be telling him, man, you got to practice what you want to, like what you want to be. If you know you want to be great, you know you want to, have a good job, graduate from college, do what it takes to,
that's it.
That's it. What it takes to do it,
Yeah. And I just, I appreciate seeing other people that pour in, because like I used to hear a lot like, oh, you do so much, and I'm like, and I would tell like my homeboys like, I only do so much because you do so little. Like if you did just a little bit more, I could do a little bit less. But I look out there and I see that like I was taking a lot of players who couldn't make other teams because they couldn't afford to play there, or this you wasn't tall yet. Enough. And I'm just like, okay, well, let's get you ready.
On me.
Now I knew that meant that instead of 2 practices a week with AAU, we finna have to practice 4-5 days a week.
Yeah.
In the middle of COVID, I'm taking them all to Riverside. We running 3.5 miles. But I'm just like, hey, bro, like we don't have a gym right now. This is what we got. I went and bought a goal, put it in front of my house. This is what we practicing now. But it was just watching them, and now since PJ was the worst player on my team.
Oh man, now he ready. And so talk about PJ a little bit, bro. So he's gonna be a junior next year.
Yeah, he'll be a junior.
Talk about his first 2 years of high school. How do you think that went?
Man, PJ, little Purple Rain, man. That boy is he can hoop, man. But PJ was the emotions, that roller coaster of emotions freshman and sophomore year. So he started as a freshman. First game he had 28.
Yeah.
First game of the year. So but
high expectations after that,
And then that transition, he averaged 30-something his 8th grade year.
Yeah.
So he like, oh, okay, this is gonna be good. But then,
he hit slumps. You hit slumps because you play better teams.
And that high school season is grueling on your body. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like,
and you play better teams.
Yeah.
Everybody's not about to let a freshman score 28 unless. And I ain't gonna lie, unless you like Stevie Clark, Trey Young. You know what I'm saying? And PJ has that type of game to where he could become that. You know what I'm saying?
But they game planning now. They watching film like it's so him going through that, and then he had a couple of little nagging injuries that. PJ was also in that process of learning when he was hurting, when he wasn't.
Yeah.
So to him, if I can walk and I can run, I can hoop.
Yeah.
He didn't understand that some of those injuries, bro, you do need to give it a couple of days.
Yeah.
He like, nah, I want to go.
Play.
And it's just like, okay, well, so he just wouldn't say nothing.
Yeah, and you ain't playing at a high enough level because you're hurt.
And so freshman year, it was up and down. He still did pretty well. This year, I think he was honorable mention.
Yeah, I seen that. I did see that.
I think next year he really because mentally he's getting there.
So man, what do Central got going on over there, bro? I know you over there.
Yeah.
Tell me about the basketball program a little bit, and then we'll talk about the school a little bit.
Yeah, so basketball program, man, Bo really approaching it like college. Like it's like college ball. Like they get scouting reports, they got to break down film on their own. Like we do it together. But yeah, he scout them. And so he shows them this scouting report right up on you. Here's the training schedule. Like I see Bo, Bo open that gym up whenever they need it. Like he there, he
and
working
it does
out.
seem, bro. And my son was going to to Central whenever Bo got the job, and I got a chance to holler at him, and it did seem like the kids were buying into what he was doing.
Yeah, they rock with him, and too, I think part of it is too, Bo is approaching it not just basketball.
Yeah.
To where it's like, man, Super Bowl is like, yeah, man, y'all want to come watch the Super Bowl together? We're gonna do that. Yeah. You going through something with your girlfriend, you can come holler
on me.
So that was the only reason I chose to go up there. It was I hate school ball. I ain't gonna lie. Like I hate coaching school ball. Yeah. But it was I'm seeing what Bo got going. I was like, you know what?
We can build.
I could do something with him. You know what I mean? And so when I got over there, he opened the doors to me and was just like, look, bro, like, if I don't see it, like, let me know. Like, don't ask me permission. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I watched how long he spent chopping up their footage, making sure all of their huddles was right. He reaching out to coaches for every player. I think every senior we had 5 seniors, all of them is getting placed now. You know what I'm saying? Bo was going in there making calls. So I was seeing him putting in, caring about the nutrition. So the food he giving them, a lot of people don't know that the coaches, middle school and high school, we have to pay for the food.
Like
we got to feed the teams ourselves.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? There's it's not really a
no
budget for that.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Bo was, like making sure they had cooked meals or just something that was good fuel for them, and so just seeing that, and also like the confidence that he instilled in them. It was kids that, he tell them like, man, look, if you killing in JV, like this lineup ain't set. It's like, look, if I need to see, if you out working PJ in practice,
you gonna play.
You finna play. And like, I don't care if we lose the game, we lose the game. But I'm taking the hardest workers. I'm not just looking at who can score.
Everybody's getting a fair chance.
Yeah, and it resets after every game, and that's what I appreciated. And every game, of course, he make, like he'll call them out. Like every practice too, he always asks this question: who won today? He asks that at practice every day. And what he just means is like, who showed up to practice? Who was the hardest worker at practice today? And if you won at practice today, like
you're gonna be playing in that game.
You the man. And then when we get, so he has this thing like he teaches them all to take charges. Yeah. Like if you play on this team, you gotta take charges. Like I don't even care about the block. Get a charge, right? Yeah. And he called them charge kings. If you one of them that's taking charges, all that, bro, you eat first. You get first selection, when it come to getting something out the snack box. Cool. You get a little more leeway than some of them other ones, and it's just showing them if you sacrificing, I'm sacrificing. So that's what I rock most about up there. School ball is still just hard, just because.
What y'all team gonna look like next year?
Man, next year, the freshman we had this year, Gabe,
because now y'all got a star player returning as a junior now. So now the expectations are
it's gonna be up there, man.
Yes, now, bro. Hey, PJ,
you got to ball out, boy. We got Gabe Hill. He was a freshman this last year. He was playing. Gabe was the second leading scorer until he got hurt. So he had to have surgery on his knee, but he'll be back before camp. So we got him. We got a freshman coming in, Jakari.
What middle school did he play at?
He was at Central.
Okay.
Yeah, Kari can hoop. So we got him. DC, Kyrie. So it's a couple of cool guards.
Got a solid core.
Yeah, solid core, man. It's just now it's continuously developing them. So some of them, they had never played AAU. So I found them all some teams to play with, and then we just go play pickup together, just getting them ready, man. But I think it's the team gonna go wherever PJ take them. Like it's the seniors we had this year, especially us, one Ralph Stokes. Like Ralphie is amazing, man. But he going to school, I think, for football.
I think I know Ralph.
Yeah. So Ralphie, like, he was really the motor. Like he was the heart. So he was the one that would hold PJ accountable. And so now PJ's realizing
he got to hold himself accountable. It's that time now.
Yeah, because I'm the older cat now. You know what I mean? So it's the one thing I love about PJ though is he don't really have, like, pressure don't get to him too much. He's more like, okay,
I'm gonna eat.
I understand. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go do it. It's just with him, AAU and school ball is so different.
But that's with anybody though.
Yeah, because
that knows basketball.
Yeah, and it take him a minute for that switch to flip. So like AAU is score.
Because AAU, you can just jack kind of.
Yeah, school, and then too, next year I think we get shot clocks next year.
Ooh.
So
what is it, 30, 35 seconds?
I think it's 35, yeah. So now but PJ, it'll be less of an adjustment for him just because the tournaments we normally go play have shot clock. So he's kind of been doing shot clock since seventh grade.
Yeah.
So to him, it's just like,
it's gonna be normal.
It's gonna be normal, but
and that's gonna be a big thing in school ball this year, to see how the shot clock affects the game. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody is not conscious of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, and too, just the amount of referees that wasn't doing the 5 count. You know what I'm saying? It's like now ain't no 5 count.
On me.
You know what I'm saying? It's 35 seconds, man. That's all you got. So I think it'll make the game a little bit better. But I think Central gonna be straight, man. But I'm also, me being at Central, bro, I go to McLean games.
Yeah.
I go to Booker T.
Period.
Yeah, it's like, cause I got players that I work with that just about every
and I'm
school.
The same way, bro.
Yeah,
I love McLean coaching staff. I talk to Central coaching staff. I talk to Booker T's coaching staff, like, because if you a real Northside hooper, you intertwine with all of these people anyway. You know what I'm saying? So
you know they daddies.
Yeah, you know everybody. So it's just like whoever these coaches are, from McLean to Booker T, Central, like I'm gonna be tapping in for sure.
Yeah, and that's me, man. So like even McLean, me and Ebby, that's my dog. I played for Coach Pierce back in the day. So it's like seeing so over
Corey
there,
Billberry, shout out
Corey,
Corey,
shout out Chip. So but over there, Bryden, KD, Woo, Chris, like Swerve, like all of them. I know all of them. So it's Kylan. So I'm always over there, and they'll all hit me up like, "Hey, coach, I'm working on this. How do I do this? How do I?" And I'm like, "All right, bet." So because it's ultimately, if the North Side win, I win. Like I want every last one of these kids to make it. So it's just like when we play against them, I'm like, "Hey, like push him, and I want him to push you." Because when y'all do that, scouts don't know y'all know each other like that.
Man, just make y'all look better.
They just see it like, okay, those two, they really bucking heads. And so it's I just think, man, that Central previously, I don't think Central's system was right. You know what I'm saying? I always looked at, which I think Central was trying to be too much like other schools in the district. It's like we not Edison. We not Booker T.
Yeah.
We not
embrace
Memorial.
the culture that Central has built.
Yeah, and so by doing that, you could do a lot more for these kids, because what we started doing is, like I said, them knowing that Bo played there. It to them it's just like they hear Central, they like, Coach Bo, such and such. Yeah. So when he starts saying, "Oh, nah, that dude was tough." You know what I mean? Like this, we didn't have this and that, but this is what we had. Like Central was known for like, bro, you was gonna get a game.
You was gonna get a game, yeah, period. Coach, and this is man, like nobody has filled Terry Scott's shoes at Central. Like nobody. And then Coach Brown did come and win the state championship, and Coach Rutherford did make Central look good. You know what I'm saying? But with Coach Scott, man, from the uniforms to the smoke and coming out the tunnel, you know what I'm saying? Like it was just a whole culture.
Yeah.
Period. Like, and he should honestly be in the Hall of Fame at Central.
I agree.
And he should have a picture up, like in the like, you know what I'm saying? Like he should be celebrated. Coach Scott should be celebrated at Central.
And I think that like that's another thing that I rock with Bo. Like Bo's been trying to figure out like, okay, how do we do that? Like how do we get the funding to do it? And because he talks about them a lot. And then we got Quincy, he do the announcing. Every home game he reads off every state championship. He talks about Coach Scott. Like, so I just think that
Coach Johnson was on the staff with Coach Coach Scott.
Before he ended up going to Nathan Hale. So that's where I was at with him. So it's he's definitely trying to figure out ways to do that and incorporate that in, just because the hardest part really be funding. That's why when I was talking online about the way we support Booker T, Carver, it's like, man, I get it. Those are the flagship schools that you want to get into, but it's just like, I don't think people realize what it does to the psyche of kids at other schools to be like, oh, dang. Like, matter of fact, the game which this one was understandable. Like, I ain't knocking it. But like for a kid, I don't think kids process it the same way. When they had John Starks up at the game to retire his jersey, 70% of the crowd left after halftime.
After they retired the jersey.
Because Booker T was playing Millwood. But it was also like the alumni from Central left to go watch that.
Yeah.
Now, and it was Central and McLean. You know what I mean?
And that's unheard of, leaving the Central and McLean game.
But that one was understandable because it was Millwood and Booker T.
Man.
Like, and that was the
game of the year.
So that was understandable, but what people don't realize is like, what does that do? Like, if me and you on that court hooping, that kind of is just like,
damn, everybody leaving. Nobody even care if we win.
Yeah, and it's like, but you win here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it just tell me like, oh, they don't.
Did John stay to the end?
No. Which I'm pretty sure he had told them ahead of time, but he left around third quarter. But it was just one of them things to where the game was hype. It was
that's
a good
crazy,
game.
Man.
But it's just like people don't realize what that could do. You know what I'm saying? Did
y'all win the game?
We won the game. Okay. But it's one of them things too. PJ said this to me the other day. He was like, man, he was like, that was the first time I had seen a packed Central Stadium. And that's when it hit me like, these kids ain't never played in a packed stadium,
Listen to me, man.
bro.
When we played Booker T our third game
Bro.
at Central, like at Booker T, it wasn't packed because it was in the morning. But bro, it was so many people there, bro. You couldn't even move, bro.
Yeah.
But the most I ever seen Central, the packest I ever seen Central was the first game my freshman year. I was at Edison. We played Central, that coming back from their return to state championship. And it was the only game in the city, bro. Like everybody was there.
And that's why, you know, to me, that's why I show up to the games. So like it's harder because you know, being on staff, we got 3 games, 4 games a week sometimes. So I don't get to make all the games, but I try to show up to a different game just to show the kids, like, man, look,
I'm supporting.
I'm gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not one of them that coach from the stands, bro. Like whatever your coach told you to do, I ain't got nothing to say.
Me
you know
too.
what I'm saying? But it's just them being able to look up and say like, oh
He
yeah,
there.
he there.
Oh,
you
man.
know, and so I always tell people, if you ain't got nothing to do and you live out north, find a north side school, find a basketball school. Even if you ain't go there, just go
support.
Just go see them, because Memorial gonna get it. You know, to an extent, Edison get it sometimes.
Oh, man.
But I'm like, these kids ain't never seen it. Like that was the first time they ever saw it, and then
they just left in at halftime. You know what I'm
to
saying?
where it's like, oh, it wasn't us.
Yeah,
it was just like, you got one of the best players in the state right here.
Oh, man.
So he been at Central since middle school.
Yeah.
So from 6th grade up to his sophomore year, he had never seen nothing like this.
That's crazy.
His first time seeing it is like
crazy.
So, but PJ was one that when he talked about it, he was just like, you know, like, I get it. It was Millwood and Booker T.
Oh, man.
But kids that ain't already on that level mentally yet, it's like, dang, like that hurt. You know what I'm saying? So it's just little stuff like that. It's Bo want to figure out how we could do more with alumni. And that's kind of what I'm there for, because community-wise, that's what I do. So I'm just like, well, I'm in the community. I'm going to figure out ways to where if I got to take funds from tours to get the picture up for Coach Scott, I wanted to get a picture of DeMarco Cobbs. I wanted to get a picture of him and get that up there. It's like, bro, if I got to take money out of my pocket to pay for it, let's do it. You know what I'm saying?
And for me, bro, like I be talking about like what I be talking about, you know, but it's not, bro, it's not for me.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know I was fucking up. Like I know, you know.
You know, he was tough.
But at the same time, it's like it's other people that really, bro. Central, man, was a place that, man, it was an honor to be there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was an honor to be on that basketball team because everybody couldn't do it.
No.
For years, for like, bro, 25 to 30 years, bro, Central was a force to be reckoned with. And now we just wanted to be back to that. You know what I'm saying? And we want to celebrate the others that made it that. You know what I'm saying? And that's all.
And we want to help, man. It's that was one of the reasons why when PJ had asked me, PJ was supposed to go to Carver his 8th grade year.
Yeah.
And when he asked me, I was just like, man, if education is what you're looking at as the key factor, you got to go to Carver.
Yeah, but if you're trying to go hoop,
if it's just hoop,
Central can do it.
You know what I'm saying? And so when I looked at his grades, I'm like, it's really a wash. You can go to either one.
On me.
You know, but he wanted to go to Carver. His teammates from AAU was over there, and he ended up having to stay. And when he had to stay, he literally told me before the season, he said, I'm finna bust everybody's ass.
Oh, man.
He was like, I'm pissed. I went to Carver's orientation and everything. I even got a Carver hoodie because I thought I was going to Carver. He was like, I'm finna bust everybody's ass. And that was the season that he averaged 30, 35.
Turns him
like,
up. Oh, man.
But I told him, I said, you see how you had to find something to get motivated by? There's something that exists everywhere. You can find something every day. So you got to be just as passionate about grades. You got to be just as passionate about your conditioning. Like,
if you want to be as good as you want to be, and I know how good you want to be. So
that's
all the bullshit, put it to the side and make the main thing the main thing.
Because and then it's another cat over there, Malik. Malik will be a senior next year. But like Malik he's a steady guard. Like he's smooth. You know, and I tell them a lot of times, like, PJ don't do nothing y'all couldn't do if you work at it too. Like, you're trying to play like him. You know what I'm saying? Like, just any player, I tell him, don't play like him. But the ferocity that he approaches the game with figure out your niche.
On me, what you do.
Yeah, figure out what you do and pump through that. And then, but also don't be afraid to invite people to your games. Like I also notice kids don't tell nobody they got a game. They got a game,
yeah.
Like I remember, like I was telling everybody, if you knew my mama or my granny, I'm like, I got a game.
On me, pull up.
Yeah, I got a game Thursday. Whereas kids don't say that, you know, and so to them they almost too cool to say, you know what I mean? And it's just like, nah, bro, like it ain't too cool to tell somebody, man, I got a game today. I'd love for you to be there. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that, again, how we said earlier, the ones that typically get in the streets and get into trouble the most are some of the best athletes we got. And could you imagine if they felt supported and seen in the athletic field? This how you know they knew Central wasn't gonna get no support, bro. They built the football field, right? They put one set of bleachers on the visitor side,
and that's it.
That's it. So you can't fit, but maybe 100, 150. So you got all that land right there where they could have built the bleachers just as large.
But they know ain't nobody coming.
Nah, so they built just one little section, bro. So when I was looking at it, I'm like, oh, they know you ain't finna get no support here. Because
and the football program, and man, I don't know what it is, bro. Because Central had a good football program in middle school for a couple of years, I heard.
So we splitting the kids now. Because you gotta remember, Kip got a high school now. So Kip and Central played together. Because they didn't have a high school or middle school team. But now Kip got his own middle school team. They partner. They partner with Legacy now. So the Legacy Charter School and Kip Middle School, they play together. And then they got their own high school. So they'll have a high school football team. So that's what also is hurting the North Side athletics for the power schools. It's like McLean, Central. Number one, we was always competing with Booker T for athletes. But now you got to compete with the charter schools. So now you got each charter school got like one or two players over there. Where you like, he nice, she nice, but they over there.
They over there, yeah.
So now the school got a small, sample size to choose from. So, but I always tell the kids, this is transfer culture. And I always tell the kids, man, like, go where you will succeed.
And you're going to get a chance to play.
Don't go over there because your homies is there. Don't go over there just because that school got the hype. Because it's got the hype before you get there.
Yeah.
And so if you sit in the bench, you doing everything coaches is telling you to do, and you still can't get no burn.
You got to get on the court, man.
Hey, man, go to that school that you keep calling trash.
Yeah, I'm getting on the court.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? Because it don't matter how much you train.
On me.
You got to play. You got to do this against bodies.
On me.
When you doing it against cones, that cone ain't never ripped nobody. That cone don't reach.
Yeah.
It don't foul either.
Exactly.
So you got to get there and you got to get some movement. And then, two, everybody don't need a trainer.
On me.
Like, you just need to, bro.
Get out there and put in the work.
Bro, you got a bag, but you can't finish a layup.
Come on, man.
So it's just like, man, but you're looking at, oh, he do this. That ain't you.
That ain't true. You got to,
yeah.
Man, we need 2 points.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's it. And we I tell all the players, and Bo was telling them too. He said, look, the moment they step into high school, he asked me this question, like, where do you want to play? What college? And I remember one of them said they wanted to go to like Arkansas. Yeah, I want to go to Arkansas. He said, all right, this is what I want you to do. You want to play for Calipari. I want you to look up anybody that you can find your size that has ever played for Calipari. So, do he got a 5'10" wing player? Has he ever recruited a 5'10" wing? No. So it's like you 5'10", you a wing.
You got to be Darius Acuff.
You feel me? Like, so the chances of you going to play for Calipari not gonna happen. Yes. But go look at Murray State.
Yes. Go look at Seminole State.
Look at Seminole State. Go take a look at Oklahoma City University. Go look at these other schools.
Southwest Christian.
Because guess what can happen? You can go over there and kill, and then next thing you know.
And you get a degree. And you can get a degree.
And it's you have a better chance. Versus if you only got one shot in that gun and you shot at Arkansas,
yeah,
you
might as well give it up.
Yeah, we finna see you.
You might as well give it because everybody want to go to. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to go to them schools, and this is the thing. Like, a lot of these kids don't have the talent to play at that level. You know what I'm saying? And like me being honest, like I probably didn't have the talent to play at that level, bro. I could have played like mid-major and been very successful.
Yeah.
But playing Power 5, you know what I'm saying? I would have been, bro. Like playing 3 minutes a game, I might could have got a scholarship.
Yeah,
but
it's not going.
You know what I'm
it don't
saying?
translate.
Yes, bro. And that's what people don't do is be honest. Oh yeah, you can go play at Texas. You can go play at Texas Tech. Yeah.
That's hey. When I
We'll
tell
see.
you, I've been. That's one of the reasons I think that my boys love playing with me because the brutal honesty. I've been telling them since 2nd grade, and they'll all tell you I didn't let them shoot 3-pointers until 7th grade. So man, take a 3-pointer on this team and see if I don't sit you down. So I was wide open. I don't care. Like your body ain't developed enough for you to
really
shoot that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But now you look at them, they all got middies. I'm like, now you like the 3-pointer.
You got enough strength.
But also like anytime we travel, we find whatever universities is there. And even if I can't get on campus, we're gonna drive through it. And so we went to Duke actually. We went to North Carolina to play. And so we stopped at Duke University. Coach K was actually parking and he was getting out.
Yeah.
And so that was when Kyle Filipowski was still there.
Yeah.
So Coach K getting ready to walk in, and I asked him, I said, man, you mind just saying something to the kids? And he was like, well, actually, there's a Team USA practice going on.
Yeah.
He was like, I can't let y'all in there. He was like, but I can let y'all into the Duke Hall of Fame. So I'm like, okay, cool. And the only thing he said to the kids, he said, one of them said, yeah, I want to play for Duke. And he was just like, sounds good. He said, what's your name? And so they told him his name, and he was like, I'll be honest, the chances of you playing at Duke are slim to none because I don't know your name yet. He was like, by now, I should have heard of you. So the fact that I haven't, the chances of you playing at Duke, slim to none. But he said, guess what? I ain't win a championship every year. I ain't the only one recruiting. So he was like, North Carolina's right down the street, but North Carolina A&M is too.
Yeah.
So he was like, and
it's levels.
He said, if you ball in North Carolina A&M, we'll see you.
Yeah.
We'll come get you.
That's
real. And so when he said that, and then we went over to Hall of Fame, and they looking at the Kyries, and that's when they like, yeah, it makes sense now. Because then we met Kyle Filipowski, and when they met him,
that was the big man that was dunking.
Yeah, the 7-footer. So when they met him, and they seen how big he was, I'm like, look, the center's back home is 6'3".
This nigga is 7 feet.
He's 7 foot.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all that time we've been telling you finish high off the backboard, it's for people like that. So it's just helping them process, it's I don't know if you used to do it in school, but like those college tours, like
nah, we didn't get a chance to do it. I wasn't in school that much, but I don't even think they was doing that.
Yeah. Pierce and them used to take us. Coach Johnson took a few of us to, I want to say we went to Langston and we went to Paul Quinn? Yeah.
Paul Quinn in Dallas. Yeah, they was recruiting me. I was about to go there after I left Redlands on me.
Like, that would have been nice.
I was about to go there.
That would have been nice. Yeah, he took us to them and just seeing the
but
college
the coaching staff got fired.
And that's the part that kids don't know too. Like when that coach is gone, some offers can leave too. So you gotta keep producing. But ultimately, man, like sports is an intelligence. The same way, being a book nerd, being a scientist, right? It's all an intelligence, bro. Like, cause me and you can train and do the same drills every day, but we're gonna play different. You know what I'm saying? It's you see the game slower.
And we all do different stuff. Like we all affect the game in a different way. If we all affected the game the same way, it would be no reason to have a team. Somebody got to get the rebound. Somebody got to pass the ball. Somebody has to shoot the ball.
Yeah.
It's ways to affect the game other than just scoring. You know what I'm saying? But one of the things I wanted to ask you, like, so what else do you got going on right now? Like, like that people need to be on the lookout for?
So we have, so this place is called Greenwood Griot. So Griot is a West African storyteller and history keeper. So we have a summer camp that'll be in here. It's 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Okay. And we'll pick them up. But we teaching them entrepreneurship, cameras, acting, filming, all of that. They'll learn how to shoot, edit, all of that different stuff. And then what we'll do is we'll put on events where they can actually apply that skill and get paid. Okay. So like I was noticing not a lot of people got family photos now. So we're going to teach these kids photography. We're going to, of course, help them.
Yes.
But they'll do family photo shoots for far cheaper than what you would pay if you was, what I'm saying,
going to Walmart and wherever you was going to go.
Because like a family photo shoot, most photo shoots are like $200 an hour. So now
I said Walmart, bro. They used to have.
I remember.
Bro, but That's the last time I took a family photo. That's how long ago.
Oh yeah. We need to get you some, man. Like we need to get you some. Like and that's what we want to do. We want to teach them that you're not just learning how to use this camera for art. I used to hear starving artists all the time. It's like, nah, artists get paid. Like you don't have to give away your talent for free all the time. There's times that you can if you want to donate your time. But it's just like, let's teach you a skill that now you can do that. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the top students in the camp and I'm gonna buy them a camera. So now you got your own camera. But you can also come in here and borrow equipment whenever you need to. So, you know, the ones who are the top, hey man, we got something for you. So so yeah, we doing that. And then Juneteenth is coming up. So Juneteenth and Legacy Fest, I'll be doing the same.
The tours?
Yeah, I'll still be doing tours, and any brothers that's around, like we walking in shifts.
So and how do people get in touch with you, bro?
You literally just pop up to Greenwood, man. I'm right next to Tisdale Cigar Lounge.
Okay.
Or just social media, Kobe Ransom, man. Also if you got a kid that's, you know, he acting up, you can't figure out how to get to him.
That's the guy.
Bring him in. Like I don't charge for mentorship. I none of that. You know what I'm saying? It's just let us help them, you know. And then the good thing about it is not just me. I find like if it's a kid I know I can't help.
Yeah.
I'm just like, hey, I'm gonna hit you.
And definitely,
you know
and I'm always there available just to, you know, say 2 words, you know what I'm saying? So
they need a village of men around them that show them like they may be going a route that's a little deeper than where I ever went. You know what I'm saying? So now it's just like,
and it's people that went deeper than I ever went. It's people, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
so let me get
introduce
you
to somebody that can help you.
Yeah, because I don't believe, you know, that old proverb, it takes a village to raise a child. What people don't know is there's a second part to that. That says it takes a village to raise a child, but a child not embraced by a village will burn it down to feel its warmth. So it's like you gotta take care of them because, like I said, if you don't see me, I'm gonna make you.
I'm gonna make you see.
And so I'd rather see you than for you to make me see you. You know what I mean? So any way we can help, man, just bring the kids down. We also have some ladies that work out of here. So if it's a young girl, she, you know, you see her going the wrong way too, like bring her down, man. It ain't. So all the people who work in here, it's mandatory for them to volunteer their services at least once a month. So I don't, you know what I'm saying, anywhere in North Tulsa. So I don't charge them. I don't charge rent. So I'm just like, your rent is literally volunteer what you do once a month. And as long as you do that, like we good, you know. And so they do that. And because they're doing that, you know, I got a team that even if I can't do it, Joe, Aaron, any of them, they'll jump in. So
so that's what's up, bro, man. I appreciate you, man, for having me. Man, we got some great topics that we discussed, man. And we just gonna keep going, you know.
For sure.
And this won't be the last one.
For sure, man.
Keys to the grind. We out.